Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Rod Arriagada coming to you live from Keystone Centre here in Brandon, Manitoba. We're here today for the 2023 Dakota Nation Winterfest pool tournament. And this is the team event now. It is the A side opening round matchup between EBB FLOW and Unlimited. EBB FLOW is up 44 to 25 right now. And you can see them on the right hand of the screen on the corner. That's where their other table is at right now. The main table right here, we're just waiting for somebody to come back to the table so they can get the next match going. So in the meantime, bring it on there for you guys. While I wait for them to get this match going, I gotta go take a picture of the draw, the roster, so I know who's playing for, because I know all these guys, but I don't know who's on what team. So I'll be right back. This is going to make the 8-ball, and she avoids a scratch. That is from Team EBB FLOW. It's a 10-7 win. The score has been updated. It's 35 to 51. I got to fix something here still. Excuse me. Trying to clear my throat. I need some water. So we're on this table at the moment because they are waiting for one of their players that's playing in the A side final, I think, or in the championship match or the B division or something like that. But they're waiting for somebody on their team to come back. And I had this set up for a corner, so I gotta fix this so it'll be more in the view there. There you go. All right, so we're back to the main table here. The other table is in the corner. Shadow Edwards breaking on that table from Unlimited, or Team Unlimited. Lori Norquay breaking for Team Unlimited on this main table. And we're now catching up. So let's see. Lori is playing against Joey. This is the second match of the second round. Dez is playing against Shadow, and that is the third match of the second round. And then after these two games are done here, we're going to move into the third round. It is only 4 rounds, 16-game format, so it just comes down to the team that has the most points at the end. And I have the filters on because they have music going on, so I can't help it, but I have to put on the filters, and it is what it is. They updated Facebook this weekend, and I don't know, it's been a pain in the butt. I don't know why they always have to update everything. I guess it's because of the competition between platforms, but it's annoying for, streamers because they're constantly having to deal with updates. I'm going to join you guys here. And I'm going to share the the YouTube link on here. So there's a YouTube link for those of you that are looking for the YouTube channel for the stream. All right, it looks like I gotta fix my bandwidth here because it's starting to mess with me. So I'll fix that right now so there's no lagging. I have to drop my connection to a lower connection because I was having issues with the stream upstairs for the hockey tournament. Okay, this should fix it all up now. There shouldn't be any more lagging if there was any. Yeah, now I'm green barring, so I'm good again. All right, so let's get in this game. Get into the mentality of the player and see where we're at. Desiree Church on table number 2 on the right side of your screen. She's shooting stripes, an opportunity there to be able to help her team catch up a little bit more. Lori Norquay on this main table, trying to get her team to stay ahead of the lead. Gonna follow the cue ball through on that one. Joey will go get his cue, and he's gonna get started on this run. Team is now currently down by 16 points. Desiree Church on table number 2, looking to square things up a little bit here. Got a cut on the side with that 10 ball. Joey just came back from playing in the States for a couple of tournaments, and he ended up winning the 9-ball tournament out there. I think he said he placed in 5th place in the 8-ball, and then his team finished in 12th. He's going to scratch too. Oh, he just avoided it. Everybody around that table tightened up real quick when they seen that cue ball going to that pocket, but it was fine. Lucky not to get horn hooked either. Good shot. That's the cue ball loose a little bit there. Looking for a result here for the 8-ball. All he's going to have is kind of a back cut or a bank corner or a bank side. I mean, he's measuring the bank side. He's called the bank side. Really good at banks, this kid, but he's going to come up short on that one. That's going to bring Lori back to the table. She's got a nice chance here now. Shadow Edwards just, I don't know if he missed or he played a safety on table number 2, but that's going to bring Des back to that table. And they got a bit of a mess over there. David Wilson, how you doing, man? Says, where are you, Rod? I'm here. I'm in Brandon, Manitoba, a couple hours away from Winnipeg. This place is called Keystone Centre. It is a giant place. It's a massive building with hockey arenas all around and different kinds of banquet rooms and stuff all around. And it's a big building. I mean, any kind of event you can possibly think of, you can fit in this building. Very big building. Makes the 6. A little grace into that 2 ball is going to ensure that she has a shot on the 2 ball now. The 4 and the 3 are sitting on the bottom right of the table. She just has to get position on one of the 2 shots, preferably on the 2. Or sorry, that's the 4, not the 2. She's shooting the 2 right now. She can try to play this through and down and try to get below the table, on the bottom of the table, to make this 3 on the side. That would help her get the finisher. Or you can just play shape for the 4. That works too. A little bump on that 3 ball is going to ensure that she has a finish now. 3 ball sets up for the side. She's got the shot on the 4. Now she's just got to figure out where she wants to place this 8 ball for the finish. Now this tournament, what I like about this one is just like Swan Lake, where they included the female masters of the team. So you have to have one female player on your team. It's mandatory. And I like that, you know, because it creates a little bit of balance, but at the same time, it allows some teams to get ahead because they get that strong top-level female player on their team, and now they have an edge against other people, right, if they don't have that strong female player. So I like how it kind of balances things out a little bit. Shadow Edwards looking to get the win on that table. Looking at a 10-6 win if you can make that 8 ball. You'll make it. 10-6. (41-61), a 20-point difference between them. She took the shot to the corner. It's going to bobble and stay in the horn on the table. Oh, no. It looked like that shot was wired to the pocket. I mean, where she went, corner or side, but she got in a position where she had to take it to the corner and just missed it. Joey jumps up to make the 8 ball, and he'll make it. Avoids his disaster on that one. 10-6. (51-67). And we got 2 fresh matches starting up here. Kelsey McLean going on the right side. We're starting round number 3 now. Round number 3 is going to have Kelsey playing against Lori Norquay. That's Kelsey McLean on table 2 on the right side, or I guess table 8 as you see the number on there. And Joey Bolio's playing against Shadow Edwards. They're going to have a nice little showdown. Both of them come from Ebb and Flow, know each other. They razz each other all the time, and should be an interesting matchup between them. They're going to play on the main TV table. Jamie Lechuga, how you doing? In the comment here for you guys that are looking to watch this on YouTube. If you don't want to watch it on YouTube, but you still want to support me as a creator, you can subscribe to my channel, and that will help a lot. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscriptions, and it's been a bit of a journey, but I believe in it, and people have been helping me out and subscribing. So if you're one of those people that haven't yet, good opportunity to do it now and kind of stand out of the crowd. Like my sales pitch. I don't know if it worked. I guess if I get to 400 by the end of the weekend, then it worked. But if it didn't work, then I'll know. Lindy Lou Woo, what's happening? How you doing? Les Shoe Beans, welcome to the stream. Smash and break. The 7 ball is going to go in, and Joey's going to have a turn at this table. Kelsey McLean working the table on the right side here. Doug McFarland, welcome to the stream. Roberta Morissette, welcome to the stream. Myrna Flett, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. William Brunel. Petra Jane, Michelle Theron, how you doing? Dennis Brzezinski, welcome to the stream, guys. Mr. Steve Shaw, how you doing? Court says, hard to believe Joey's wearing slip-ons when it's minus 30 outside. Well, I guess the only thing I can say to that is to each their own, you know. You put your body through torture because it's cold outside, you decide to look cool, that's on you. Not that he thinks he looks cool, but I'm just saying, you know. And maybe he's just more comfortable playing on those. That's all it is. You know how pool players are. They got their beliefs on what they like to wear when they go out and compete. Gonna miss the shot. He's gonna leave things kind of tied up. Shadow Edwards coming to the table. And well, he's got a bit of a puzzle here. I wish I could see the side view, but the second camera is set up right now on TV table number 2. Time is now 6 p.m., just after 6 p.m. Minus 22 outside, so it's getting warmer, but not that much warmer. I mean, we were at minus 26 yesterday. It was pretty cold. Came out this morning, I think it was minus 23 or 24, and it was freezing out, so it can't be that much nicer out there right now by 1 degree. We're in what they call a polar vortex. And yeah, it's as scary as it sounds, the polar vortex. It just sounds like super cold. And that's how it is. It's nasty cold out there. Perfect weather for pool, though. As long as you're around a pool table, you don't need to go out. Trying to work out the puzzle here, taking on the floor, trying to... Oh, I thought he was going to try to get back up table. He just played a safety. Smart shot to do. You know, there's not a lot of work or not a lot of opportunity there for his opponent, Joey Bolio. So good to kind of put him in a spot where he's forcing him to open up that area where everything is tied up right now. What's up, Randy? Who you playing with, man? Okay. Who's your female player? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not. I'm just streaming. Yeah. I'll tell you something that I found that yeah, I know. And once it's managed, they get the up set up. By the time I go upstairs, I come back. Yeah. How are you? I have to confirm the score, but I believe it's 61-68. I'll just go confirm it real quick. I'll put it up there, and if I'm wrong, I'll just correct it. All right, I'll be right back. $61-68 is the correct score, so we're updated there. Everything is good. Progressing in rack rack number 3 or round number 3. Desiree Church playing against Jonathan McKinney. Robert Page, how you doing? Daquan Trap Lord, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Patty Roulette said, let's go, Shadow. Chad Kendall, how you doing? Tim Upchurch, welcome. Dean Mosher says, it's actually warm in the hall, Gord. Yeah, it actually is pretty... Like, yesterday was super cold in here, but today it's actually pretty warm. Yesterday I was wearing a sweater, then I'm wearing a jacket. Today I'm just wearing my shirt. Home of the King, says Aaron Campbell. David Wilson wants to know if anybody can just join this tournament. Absolutely. It's open to anyone and everyone. And if you got people around you that are hockey players, they got a massive hockey tournament here every year, too, which is like the Stanley Cup for Indigenous players. And if you're looking to get into that, it's open to everyone too, I believe. You just got to pay your entry fee to play. Wayne Burb wants to know that Fahrenheit or centigrade. It's Celsius, yeah. Celsius, super cold, man. Francis, how you doing? Francis Manitoba says, great pool. Thanks again for streaming, Rod. Back in the day, early 80s, I played 101 on snooker tables. I was just talking to somebody yesterday about how there was like different snooker games that were played back in the day. And these games were like games that just taught you different skills. But a lot of people never looked at it like that. They just looked at it as a game. But meanwhile, these games were actually created in ways that it would help benefit the snooker player to become better on the table, right? And I think a lot of these disciplines and pool kind of do that for you. Whichever one you learn will teach you something different, a new skill that you can master. And then if you master all of them, you know, you can be an all-around player. Only problem is that if you want to be a pro, you got to pick one. You can't just go through all of them, right? It's good to learn all of them, but you can't play all of them all the time. Because then you're never going to really get really good at one. Nice little hit. Nice safe shot on that one. Little smirk to his opponent, too. It's like, you thought you had me. There's a reply, and look at that. He just jammed him up there. I think he still has a shot on the 3-ball, though, so he's not too bad. But that was a nice little reply. Take a look at it. Nice little swerve shot here, all the way around through the 6. I mean, he hit that rail to make it, but it was still a great attempt. A good reply that saved him from giving his opponent a ball in hand. Kathy Secrets, how you doing? Heather Tompkins Nanto, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You're very welcome, Kathy. Says thanks for the stream, Rod. You're very welcome. Randall Wasakuna. By the way, Randall, I had you as Randall yesterday because that's what I seen on the thing, and I even put it up on the board as Randall, so I apologize, man. It's Randall. And I was wondering because it was Curtis when that match was going on. Curtis was like Randall, blah blah blah, and I was like, why is he calling him Randall? It's like Randall with an A. And now I know. Now I know. So I apologize, man. CJ Farnham, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Long time no see. Hope you're doing good, man, and enjoying your weekend. Ron Chaborak, James Gibson, Don Jerchel, welcome stream. Welcome back, I guess I should say, because you were on here a little bit earlier. Or was that last night? I have no idea, man. I was supposed to go to the room last night and get some sleep so I could be rested for today. I ended up staying up till 2:30 in the morning trying to work on graphics for today. And yeah, so I'm a little beat up today. And because I have multiple events going on, I'm a little bit disoriented too. Look at this breakout. Did he get the breakout? He's got to take a look to see if he got it or not. He got the breakout. Joey says that's good. So that's going to be a 10-4 win for Shadow. $78.65 is what I got right now. On our other table, we got Jonathan McKinney trying to do some damage on that one. Let's take a peek on him, shall we? Made the 1 ball. He seems to have hooked himself here for the 7 ball. Dan Johnson, how you doing? Aaron Campbell says -40. That's -40 Fahrenheit, right? I don't know. I can't remember what the difference is. I think it's like 30 degrees or something difference. So a missed shot on that table is going to bring Desiree to the table, and she'll have a chance to get going on this one. Not a bad table. Jeff Edwards coming up to play his match right now on the main TV table. We'll wait for him to get racked up and ready to go for the break, and then we'll switch over. Good delivery on the 13. Nice position here for the 14. Or sorry, that's a 10 ball. You're looking at the shot at the corner, though. I guess I don't mind it. You know, you have a shot and it's not too difficult. And you got 2 escape shots if you make it, which you should make it. Oh, but she's going to miss that. Somebody just happened to walk by when she was shooting, and you know how that is. I know how that is. I've been there a few times. All right, so we're going to go to our other table now because Jeff Edwards is about to break on that one. Smash and break. He makes a couple of balls. And he's at the top of the table, so he's got a shot. It's not a bad shot either. The only shot he really has available is a shot on the solids, which, you know, it's not too bad. Opening shot can be either the 3 ball to the corner or the 7 combination into the 6. Bottom left corner. I kind of feel like I would start off with the 7 to the corner for the combo hole shape there for the 3 ball to the side. That solves most of the problem right there for me. We'll see what he does, though, but I feel like that's the way you kind of open up here. I mean, if you take the 3 on, if you have it, that's okay too, but we'll see what he decides to do. Rod Phillips, how you doing? He just says, Rod the Bod, how's it going? I don't know, I'm okay. I want to say I'm mentally drained and fatigued, but I'm still okay. Body's hurting though. I have neuropathy, right? So nerve damage on my legs, and I'm in a cement-covered entire building. Everywhere you go in this building is cement. So it's been a little rough on my feet and my legs. Jaden Hunt, how you doing? Mike Laquette, welcome. Dale Graham says snooker would also be cool. I love snooker, man. 40 is 40, says Chris Miller. Okay, so 40 is 40. With the wind chill, it's 40 below. Yeah, I wasn't considering the wind chill, but you're right. There's a wind chill you got to take into account, too. Which usually, you know, it's a lot colder when you add the wind chill in there. It's like Desiree won 10-6 on that side. If she did, which I think she did, the score is 75-84 right now. A 9-point difference between these two teams. They are just getting to the end of the 3rd round, and they're about to start the 4th round now. So Crucial racks coming up here. Trying to find the shot on the 7. It looks like he just came over the 8 ball a little bit. And now all he's got left is just a shot on the 2 ball because he can't do nothing with that 7. I don't know how close that 2 ball is to the side pocket, but on the camera, it looks like it's pretty close. And with that angle there, if it's so close to the pocket, it's looking like a scratch shot. But if it's just to past it a little bit, then he should still be able to make the shot. However, the bounce off the horn is going to change the angle on the cue ball, and the shape will be in jeopardy. Try to avoid that, so he tried to cut it a little bit, but he overcuts it. And we'll see now if Daryl Musso can work things out on this table. Roberta Morissette said, awesome Swan Lakers. Yeah, there's a lot of great players out on Swan Lake. Got a good time going out there for their 7th annual 8-ball tournament. I always enjoy myself when I go out there. Robert Page says 30 below Celsius is 22 below Fahrenheit. In other words, cold. Yeah, I know. Because somebody was like, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he's like, it's so cold out here. And he's in the States, right? He's like, it's so cold out here. I was like, well, how cold is it, man? It's like -1. I'm like, -1? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Put on some shorts, go have a Slurpee, man. Yeah, but Americans, I don't know. They have nice weather, so -1 is like freezing temperatures for them. For us, -1, it's like, it's summer, guys. Let's go out there, hit the beach. Looks like he's working out the table here now. He needed to break out that 1 ball on the side, which was tied up to the 2 ball, and he opened that up. And once he got that solved, then he opened up the table for himself. Got out of position here for the 9 ball, though, but there's still a chance to be able to make it, a bank side or a cut to the side. I don't know if the reverse cut to the top or bottom right corner is available, but if it is, that's always another option also. I feel like at this point, you either do the bank side or you try to cut it to the side, which if you're a banker, more than likely you're going to go for the bank. He's still going to look to see all his options, though. He's going to try to figure it out. He's calling it. Brenda Valingo, how you doing? This is being played at Keystone Centre here in Brandon, Manitoba, in the middle of Canada. Mr. Jeremy Jones, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Bob Bassett from Active Pool League, welcome to the stream. Soundshore Liquor Pantry, welcome to the stream. You sound like a good time, Soundshore. Soundshore Liquor Pantry. It's like that show, Trailer Park Boys, when the guy's like, chicken pot pies, like my 3 favorite things. Looking good on the 2 ball here. Should be able to hold position for the 8th. And I don't know what happened on table number 2. I got to go back and check it out. Looks like shadow on that one. And the score was 10-1. 94. That was a 10-6 loss on this one. 94. 76. And I don't know which team. I think Jeff Edwards is on ebb and flow. Yeah, he is. And he won 10-6 on that one. 86 to 100. We're down to the last points now. I'll have to confirm that that is the score, and maybe that's why they're focusing on this last rack here. So let's go back to this rack. Joey Bolio working the magic on that table. Is it 100 to 86? 85 of it.
Can I get you?
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, I try to be
Considering the lighting,
I got here, yeah, the lighting's
right?
right places, cameras, dark places, but I wasn't sure because I had no lighting. Lighting. I do everything. All the graphs are all the screens. And then today I started talents as well. So I'm not afraid of doing anything.
I believe so, you too.
Alrighty, so I lost track. I had 100 to 86. That's what I had. Then I lost the score, 85. So 95 101. Okay, 95 101 is the score. 95. All right, scoreboard's been updated, and so there's 2 racks going right now. These are the last 2 racks of the match. There's a 6-point difference between these guys. It's not that much. And this is the way kind of the tournament is going to be going throughout the whole weekend now. During the team event, the singles are all, have been done already. So we're on to the team event, and yeah, the competition is going to be insane. You're going to see a lot of these matches come down to like the last 8 ball, the last rack, and yeah, you guys are in for a treat. Some great players all across from Manitoba here, some from coming in from Saskatchewan as well. We got a nice little mixture of players. Be nice to see some more players coming in from the Ontario side, maybe a little bit further from Alberta. I think the Albertan players are just afraid of the Winnipeg players. I laugh because I'm trying to entice these guys to a battle. Come on, Alberta, let's do it. Honestly, Alberta's got some solid players out there, man. And I remember when I first started playing years ago, like it used to be the hype, right, about like who was better, Alberta or Manitoba. And Manitoba used to like dominate everyone. Didn't matter where they were from. But back then, it was like the glory days of pool here in Manitoba, and everybody was competing at a high level. And back then, Calgary was, active, but they weren't as active as they are now. You roll time forward a little bit further, and now you see all these guys in Calgary. They're just amazing players, and they got so much action out there. Lots of tournaments, lots of gambling. You know, whatever you're looking for when it comes to pool, you can find it out there. And for the last couple of years that, you know, Manitoban players went out there to play, well, we got our butts handed to us. That was a nice shot. We got our butts handed to us by them a few times because they were so good and they were used to playing on the diamond tables, which we weren't because we didn't have diamond tables to play on. And now as you roll time forward a little bit more, we got access to diamond tables now in Winnipeg. We got people playing on those tables, and they're going out there and competing against these guys in Calgary. So the battle is on now, Calgary and Alberta. You better be ready. Manitoba's coming for you. I'm only teasing. Unless you want to play. Billy Andrews Jr., how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Steve Johnson, Anthony Nanfaro, welcome to the stream. Jennifer Swenson, how you doing? Welcome. Aaron Campbell says, but who gives looking bro he has a muscle shirt on? Now that's true north. I don't understand, but I know you're talking about somebody with a muscle shirt. I don't see who he is, man, but I like to see it right now that you pointed it out. It's kind of hot in here, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, but I got nothing but love for the Calgary people, just so you guys know. The Albertans, too, I met a lot of them. The guys are pretty good people, man. They're very polite, you know, respectful. Maybe not on the table, you know, because it's cutthroat all the time, but, you know, that's cool. But off the table, man, everybody's great people and lots of great conversations out there. Every time I've gone out to Calgary so far, it's felt like home, man. The first time I went out there, I thought about moving there. The second time I went out there, I almost didn't come back. I don't know if I go out a third time. I just may not come back. Keep me in Manitoba, guys, or I'm out. I'm chasing dreams now, man. I stream some hockey. I feel like I found a new love. It's kind of weird, you know. I never streamed hockey in my entire life up until now. And one of the reasons why I do pool and why I love pool so much, first of all, is because I'm a player, but mainly it's because, you know, I'm connected to the game in a very passionate way, right? And I understand this game, but I'm so connected to it that I do everything for it because honestly, I feel like it's one of the greatest games in the world. But I had never streamed hockey before. And when I went to go stream hockey today upstairs, I got to tell you, I wasn't very good at the job. At least myself, I feel like I wasn't very good. Other people say, hey, you did pretty good. It's your first time, you know. Usually when somebody says it's your first time, you know, it's like, hey, you suck, but it's okay, right? So that's the way I kind of took it. Oh, he just avoids a scratch. Wow. But whatever, you know, I felt the excitement of the game and the way people get into the game, the crowd, and you know, the body checks and the blocking from the goalie diving around. Like, I love hockey, man. Now that I streamed it, I think I found my new passion. I want to be a hockey broadcaster, not professionally. I don't want to go work for like TSN or Sportsnet. I want to work for myself, but I want to learn how to do it better because honestly, I had so much fun covering that hockey match or both games that I covered. And honestly, I know that I didn't do very good, but believe me, it felt like I was in my place. You know, and I can tell when I'm in the right place, and I felt like I was in the right place. I feel like I have to develop that skill and try to become a better broadcaster when it comes to hockey. We'll see if anybody out there wants to give me a chance. Tomorrow will be my day where I get to prove myself a little bit more because I'm going to be more focused on my work on hockey once the pool is done. And today, as I went out there to work, I kind of figured a few things that I feel like I need to improve or work on to make it better. And I'm going to be doing those things tonight. So hopefully tomorrow's hockey presentation will be something that, you know, the people out here that are watching hockey will be able to watch on the stream and really appreciate the work behind it. The commentary is still going to suck. But the production is going to be amazing. I am trying to find somebody here that can do broadcasting for me, though, you know. So maybe I'll find someone. Likely I'm going to be able to find somebody for the final match of the night, which I believe is tomorrow around 8 p.m. or 8:30. That's when the final hockey game is on. So by then, you know, pool will be done. There's a lot of pool players here that play hockey, that know the game well, that have decent voices. And maybe one of these guys are going to end up coming out and doing some broadcasting with me. Let me know if you're watching the stream or not. You're saying, hey, that's me. I want to do that. Come on down, man. Let me know. The beautiful thing is that you don't really have to do anything. You just got to sit there and, you know, just do your best that you can with your voice or not your voice, but your commentary. I would be doing everything else, the operating and the scoring, the timer, all that kind of stuff. The reason why I'm talking about that right now too is another thing that I realized today by doing the streaming on hockey is that it's not a one-man show. In pool, it's not really a one-man show either, but I make it a one-man show because I have no choice, right? And there's nobody around me that wants to work and do the kind of work that I do. So I just keep doing it on my own. But I could not do hockey on my own, I don't think. I'm going to have to do it tomorrow. But moving forward, I think I have to find somebody that's willing to do this kind of work with me and travel with me. Not that I have a bunch of gigs lined up for hockey, but I'm just saying that if I start specializing in it and becoming a little bit more accurate and better at it, there's an opportunity there for somebody if they want to kind of jump in at the early stages where the struggle is real. Eventually, the struggle will be gone, man, and it'll be all glory days from there on. I promise you that. Especially because I'm a dedicated guy, man. You know, I try to be professional at everything I do. All right, speaking of professional, let's pay attention to what's going on here, Rod. We're getting caught up on your new passion for hockey. I told a few people already, like, listen, my days of covering pool are almost done, man. I'm a hockey commentator now. And I was really bad at it. Just imagine if I was good. They're in a tight race here, man. It's the last couple of racks, so every rack kind of counts here. Jeff Edwards right now making the 9-ball in the corner on table number 2, and he's got the 8-ball to the side for the win. 10-4. They're up. No, they're even now. 10-4. 105, 105. This might be the last rack of the match. She doesn't even know it. She's gone a little bit too far there. I don't know if she's got the shot on the 2. She doesn't seem too concerned, so she should have it. It's hard to tell from this angle without actually seeing the table where they're standing from. Or from where they're standing, sorry. Great shot. Gets a little bump on the 8-ball. Oh, she should have got the reward to be able to make it straight in the pocket, but instead she gets a weird shot on this. It's either a cut or a kick shot here. If she feels comfortable with a cut, that's what you should go for. If it's too tight, then you got to go for the kick shot. I don't have a side view anymore because I got my other camera on the other table, so we just got to deal with it. I can see the 8-ball, though, just above her shoulder. Stay down, Des. Don't pop up. We want to see the shot. Oh, just came up short. Just hangs it over the pocket. It was a tough cut, man. But, you know, the way the ball was laid out, the bank wasn't quite there. And so it was either going to be a cut shot or a kick shot. That's all it was. And the kick shot might have been the better choice in a sense, but at the same time, like, you don't want to take a chance that you're going to make this kick shot and not make it, and then you left the ball over the pocket. So at least if you take the cut in the corner, then you have a percentage on your side that, you know, you should be able to make it or come close to it. It's a better effort than going for a kick shot if you're not familiarized with the system or if you feel uncomfortable with a kick shot. So it looks like the 13 ball and the 8 for the win here for Team Unlimited. Oh, he's going to miss that 13 ball. Oh, my God. Is he going to get lucky? No, he's not. That ball's going to die off. And, well, maybe Des was just preparing for the next shot, you know, creeping that 8 ball up to the corner pocket and leaving it a little bit simpler for herself. This is for the win. She'll make it. 10-6, the final score on that one. So I got 115, 111. I believe that's the end of that match, and it looks like Desiree pulled it off for her team. What a finish. What a finish. Let's take a look at that other shot, though. This is a shot from the rack, from the same rack that we just finished watching. And look at this beautiful cut, man. I mean, it wasn't like a highlight of the day, but I can appreciate a cut like this, especially when you're playing a team event. A little bit of pressure, you know. All right, so now we got to wait for the next team event to start up, or the next team matchup to start up. And we're going to find out who that is. I'm going to go take a look right now and try to get this all set up for you guys. Yeah, don't run away, don't go far, because I'm telling you right now, there's going to be some great pool all throughout the evening until eventually I got to stream something else. But right now, we got some pool coming your way, and I'm going to go find out who's coming up next. Oh yeah, baby. This is gonna be a match. This is gonna be a match. Team Regina versus Balls Deep. Team Regina. They're just warming up right now on the TV table. And it's with a Z. It's kind of interesting because I have a friend that they used to call him, nickname, and part of what they used to say all the time was Balls Deep, and then these guys have that name. It's funny. But I mean, for them, their terminology for Balls Deep, what it meant was like you were all in for it, like no matter what was going to happen, you were committed to being all in. That's how they use the Balls Deep. And these guys, I'm not sure what their terminology is behind the name, but it caught my attention anyway. So he's just warming up. We're going to get this match going right away. If they take a little bit too long, then I might end up having to stop the stream, but I don't think they will. I'm assuming they're going to kind of keep this going. And it looks like one team is already here. The other team is warming up, so it looks like they're about to get started. I am going to take a quick second to grab a water and chew on some blackberries because that's all I got for food right now. Anybody out there wants to feed me, I'm here. I'm kidding. I'm going to go get some food eventually. I just hope I don't have to get stuck eating the pub food, man, because it was not very good. I mean, it wasn't bad, but for me, what I mean not very good is not healthy. Right? It wasn't healthy for me to eat burger and fries, and I try never to eat that kind of stuff unless I have no choice. But yeah, just give me a second. I'm going to take care of this. These guys are just warming up, so the match is about to get started. You're going to get a chance here to watch these guys get ready for their matchup. What a great matchup it's going to be. I have no idea what the lineups are, who's on which team. I'm kind of curious to see who's all representing Regina and Team Regina. And I'm curious to see who came up with the name Balls Deep. We're going to find out. I'm going to go do that right now. Just warming up. Be patient. If I stop the stream, I got to do everything all over. It'll take me like 20 minutes to do that. So instead of doing that, we'll just wait 5 minutes and hopefully these guys will start. No, man. Tell you what. The first time that I streamed, They're still warming up, guys, so I'm just waiting on them to get started here. I think they're waiting on a player or two. Is Des playing again? Practice or a game, guys? Des is going to be playing right away. She'll be playing. I think the second round of the ASAT is going to start within the next half hour. And there's a few tables open. They only have 10 tables, right? So 2 tables per match. So you're looking at 5 matches at a time. They got the TV table here right now. That's two tables. That's 1 match. They have 2 teams playing further down on 9 and 10. You can kind of see them on the right side there. I think these other teams are also playing right now, although one of the tables looks like they're practicing, but we'll see right away. They've done pretty good at keeping track of the matches and when the tables are open and stuff. But every now and then, it's common that's going to happen that, a match slips through. You think somebody's playing, and meanwhile, they're still just practicing on the table, right? But these guys have been pretty good at paying attention. And they did fall behind a little bit a while ago, but they ended up catching up right away, so it didn't work out that bad. That's the great thing about pool is that, sometimes like the matches will take a little bit longer when 2 players are kind of confronted and they're taking the time. They're in a grind out battle or whatever, safety match. But then you have, somebody that comes in and is just on fire that day and they're running every table out and they're going to go and beat that person, 5-1 or 5-0, and that's going to speed up the match or the tournament. So there's always a little bit of balance. Looks like 2 tables are opened up at the end. The team won at the end. Not sure who won. Maybe it was Billy and Daryl. And Alana, I'm not sure who the 4th player is. But I'll tell you one thing. Daryl and Billy met up the first time as players at Swan Lake. No, it wasn't Swan Lake. I'm lying. It was Tribal Days. Yeah, we can do that now. I'm waiting for another match, but as soon as they start, I can walk away. Hang on a second. Then when the match starts, I'll walk here. You have to call this guy. See if he's I don't know how many of the match. If you have a defense, get it off your hands. It's better anyway. Body temperature is going to melt it a little bit, right? So it's better to keep it a little bit. Yeah. What's the time when you buy the packages? So technically, All right, so the match is starting now. This is the first 2 racks of the table. I got to find out who's on which roster, and I'm going to inform you guys on that right away. I'm going to go take a screen cap of their draw sheet or their lineups, and I'll tell you who's playing against who right now and what's going on. I know that Brad Burns is on the table here on the main table, and I'm not sure who the player is on table number 2, but I believe they're both on the same team right now. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get the lineup, and we'll get this, well, this match is already going, but we'll get myself going in this match, I should say. Give me a minute. Just a minute. That's all it took. Alrighty, I'm back. All right, so it's Team Regina versus Balls Deep. For Balls Deep, their lineup is, I don't know who the other guys are, but I know that Brad Burns, who's at the table right now, is on that team. Roland, I'm assuming, is the guy on the right. And then they have Laura and John on their team. Not sure who both those players are. And then on Team Regina, they have Leonard, Lisa McNabb, Darwin, and Johnny. Which Johnny? I don't know. No idea, but they're 100% Saskatchewan on Team Regina. And right now we have a matchup. On table number 1, we have Brad and Leonard. Brad's at the table. He's just going to turn the table over here to Leonard. Lisa McNabb on table 2 on the right side of your screen. She's playing against Roland. They have some music going on in the background as well, so I got to keep the filters on. And, well, it is what it is. I'll do my best to kind of fill in the blanks, but if it's quiet, just know that's the reason why. Sometimes people panic when it gets all quiet. Like, what happened to Rod? Where is he? It's quiet. Is the tournament over? Like, no, man. I just had the filters on. Sometimes I am talking on the side, though, and I get distracted. I do that a lot of times. I don't know what it is, you know, like I have a tough time looking at people and saying, hey, I can't talk to you right now. I'm working. Usually when somebody comes up and whatever it is that they say, I'll take the time to talk to them and you know, hear them out and hang out a bit. I don't think I could do that while covering hockey, though. It's a little bit more complicated with hockey. I had a tough time managing between doing the stream production, the operation, doing the commentary, and then the camera work all at once. I never looked at my phone. That's what I need the second person for, just so I have somebody to look at my phone and tell me what's going on the stream. Hop on the table on table number 2. Worked out okay for Lisa, though. She popped that 8-ball around, and it looks like it's opened up a little bit. Leonard trying to figure out the table here on our main TV table. Looks like he's calling just the safety. Trying to get him behind that 7-ball. I don't know if he's left him anything on that 11. Or sorry, the 15-ball. From here it looks like an 11, but it's a 15. Lisa just played a safety on table number 2. That's going to bring Roland back to the table. She's always a great player to pick up on your team. Master level player. Great focus. Come a little bit closer here on this table so you guys can see better. You guys like it better up close or a little bit further back? Let me know. I like it a little bit more up close because then I can see the colors slightly better. But, you know, I'm okay with backing it up a little bit. Going for a jump shot. The one thing about this is that he's close to the rail, so it allows him to kind of get that natural incline for the jump. Makes it a lot easier. He'll make the jump around the 7 ball, and he'll hit his ball. Avoid giving his opponent a ball in hand. And Leonard will take a look at this table and see if he can sort things out. His 5 ball's tied up right now against the 10, so he doesn't really have a finisher until he gets that ball out. Looks like he's decided what he wants to do. I like what he's thinking. He's thinking about taking the 7 to the bottom left corner. That angle there should allow him to go up table to be able to break out that 5 ball. And then he would have the 4 as an escape. He didn't try to break out that 5 though. And he's going to miss that 7 ball. I thought he would try to take that draw stab at it, you know, and try to stun draw. Not necessarily stun draw, but actually draw with some force up that way. It's kind of different because most of the times when people watch me stream pool, especially when I go out of town, that's all you see, right? So it's like all day long for 2 or 3 days straight. I'm just streaming pool all day and talking about the great matches and the great shots that we get to see. Being out here, it's kind of different because there's pockets of time where I'm doing different stream, and so like there's quiet times, right? Like earlier, you know, I ran 2 matches and I broke off and I went upstairs to go do the hockey matches, and then once I came back, you know, I've done now 1 match is the second match, and if I had to go do hockey again a little bit later, then I'm going to break free from this, and we won't be seeing any more pool till either later on tonight or tomorrow. So it's a little different, you know, and people are used to kind of watching the tournaments and following through as I'm going through every stream, but today's been a little different. If you guys are interested in checking out some of the action that's going on here in Dakota Nation Winterfest, you can go on their Facebook page, and it's called Dakota Nation Winterfest. And on there, you're going to see some of the streams of some of the stuff that they have going here so far. There was a powwow competition. There was regalia competition. There was singing competitions, volleyball, and basketball. I'm not sure if everything is being streamed or not, though. I know that I'm streaming a lot of stuff, but I don't know if anybody else is. I know that there's powwows.com, I believe they're called. They're doing the powwow coverage. And I'm not sure if they got anybody else out here. I think it's just them and me that are streaming today. And the scratch. No, he's going to hit that horn. Just missed the scratch. Shakes his head, man, because he knows he came close. Too close. This guy's a good player, man. He's been a good player for as long as I've known him, really. What I like about him is that his demeanor at the table is pretty calm. He never gets worked up too much, you know, and he's pretty focused when he's at the table. Makes the 8 in the corner. Will win that match 10-7. 10-7, and we have Lisa McNabb on table number 2 right now, trying to get a win for Team Regina. Let's go check her out real quick while we can. Oops. Looking to make the 8-ball here. I apologize for the staticky view on. Oh no. Oh, she just avoided it. Wow. It's a little rough because the table's further away. So the further you move from the where you're streaming, the more pixelated it kind of looks. And then the lighting's a little funnier too. So 10-5. 2-point difference between them now. That's 2 racks in. So let's introduce the next couple of players in the matchup. We have Laura playing against Darwin on our main TV table. And we have John playing against Johnny on table 8. You're gonna have to pay attention to that table because I have no idea who's who. Not a bad break, but she lost the cue ball. That means Darwin's gonna get a chance at this table. Got a couple of comments here. I've been playing colorblind for 10 years, says Aaron Campbell. How you doing, Stephen Roberts? Welcome to the stream. Mike Peter says closer is better. I think so too. I don't mind, a little bit of distance. It kind of adds a little bit of the atmosphere in there too. But personally, I prefer watching a little bit more up close because then you can really understand what's going on the table. Looks like I caught up with all the messages of the comments. Jeff Conover, how you doing? Or Conover, how you doing? And Joe Kane, welcome to the stream. Bruce Jensen, welcome. Mike Miller, Angel Ray, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Welcome to the stream. Haley Garson, welcome to the stream. Jimmy Woody, welcome to the stream. Eric Hoffman, how you doing? Welcome. Charlene Maines, thank you for yesterday. Welcome to the stream. I meant to find you. I didn't see you at the end last night. I've been kind of all over the place though. It's been, it's been a bit of a challenge, I guess, so far in the weekend. Mentally anyway. Shot to the corner is good. Options to the corner on the side on the 10 ball. And he's got options to make the 15 ball also. I'll have to take the 15 ball, trying to get up to the top of the table. Needs a little bit of perfection here when it comes to position. I'm not sure if he got it. It looks like he's got a shot on the 13 ball, though. I still don't know, though, if it's worth taking the shot or not, though. Only he can kind of see that. From here, it looks like it's not worth it because he might scratch. Or he's not even really looking at it, so he's got something totally different in mind. Shot to the side is good. I think he's gone a little bit too far here, so he doesn't have the 13 or the 11. I'll have to figure out what he's going to do next. Daniel Seidel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Lewis Joseph, Kelly Hool, welcome, guys. Ken Williams, welcome. Comments. Just seen one. Lori Lorm, how you doing? LJ Moran, welcome to the stream. Gene Peacock, how are you? Tony Capo, welcome. Carol Savage, welcome. And there you go, Brad, says Aaron Campbell. Brian Eichenbaum says, I like closer too. I think I agree, man. I don't know. I just, like, the other day I was streaming and people were like, oh, I love the further view. So I was like, okay. I literally was like, okay. I didn't get it, man. I was like, what do you mean you like the further view? Like, don't you want to watch what's going on the table? But then I switched, right? I started having the camera a little bit further away, and people really did enjoy it, it seems. So today I came back with like, okay, well, I'm going to try to be a little bit further away because that's what people want. But it's not the same. So, we're back to being up close again. Body's starting to wear down now. It's getting a little bit later in the night. That's 5.5, almost 6 hours sleep the night before. And then last night I only got 6 hours sleep. And I think that's fine. They always say, like, when you're young, they try to say, hey, you got to sleep, 8 to 10 hours a day. And then when you get a little bit older, people say, oh, you don't need to sleep 8 hours. 5 hours will do. They're pretty right. I mean, for most of the years that I can remember, as far as I go back anyways, it always kind of seemed to work like that. But I don't know. Now that I'm getting a little bit older, it feels like the 5 hours just doesn't work anymore. I think I feel like 10 hours will do, but I never get the 10 hours. The worst I've ever done for a stream, I think, was probably Red Deer when I just went out there in August. That was one of the crazier ones because there was days where I was working like 4 hours sleep, and I think over the period of an entire week, I ended up sleeping like just under 30 hours an entire week. So that's a really rough week for us, but I was able to get through it. On the last couple of days, my commentary was kind of all over the place, though, because mentally I was drained. Excuse me. Need some more water, man. I'm starting to dry up here. Oh, she's going to bump the 13 ball, which I think opens up to 5. But I don't know if she's got anything on this 3. Well, she did have something on the 3. I'll take that back. A beautiful shot it was, too. Just comes up short on the shot on the 5. A great attempt, though. This was a nice bank. I wasn't sure what she could see on it, and I thought, well, she's got the bank. That's going to be tough, too, but she made it look easy. Tad Nassau, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And James Cotier, welcome to the stream. Aaron Campbell says, did you have to go stream on the other side of the Keystone? No, so I was smart that way because I could have gone to the other side, right, which would have been a little bit longer of a walk. I decided to go to the side where they normally have like the commentary guys that set up their little stage there. So that's where I set up. Dave Wilkes, what's up, bro? Chop Wayne Dubins. Chop Wayne Dubins. That was a bit of a challenge, that one. Frank Carbone, how you doing? David Schneider says, thanks for the stream, Rod. I enjoy watching and listening to your commentary. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad you do. You know, I always wonder how people feel about my commentary because, I mean, people always, they compliment my work, but not everybody feels that way. And I always know that not everybody's going to feel that way, right? But I always wonder at the end of the day when I'm done my streaming if it was, you know, something that people enjoy and appreciated or if it was, you know, me going a little bit overboard on my talking. 10-6, the score on that one. Team Regina. (27-21). The John and Johnny battle is still going on table number 2. Lisa McNabb coming to table number 1 here. And I know they have different numbers on them, but for me, like 1 is the main TV, 2 is the one in the top right corner. New career as a hockey commentator. I think that's it, man. I gave it a go with pool, you know, and it was a lot of fun, but I think I found a new passion. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I called my wife too. I was like, I think I'm done with pool. He's like, what? He thought like I had an issue here, right? Like something went wrong. I was like, no. Hockey, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna go after it. It's exciting. It's really exciting to watch, man. And I may not be good at it, but you know, I feel like I'm the kind of person that can get better at it. You know, professional at heart. I always put everything on the line when I'm working. So I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do some training, get better and better at it, and before you know it, I'll be out there streaming hockey. I wouldn't mind streaming all sports. Really, I'm a sports fanatic, right? I follow sports for passion. I watch all the highlights every night, and just really enjoy sports. I always kind of grew up playing sports, and I think that's the reason why I'm like that. Gonna scratch. Oh, he hits the horn. Jess stays up. Looking at table number 2, and it looks like John from Balls Deep is going to win that match with a 10-1 score. (31-28), the current score right now, and we're moving into the next rack, the next 2 racks. Quick introduction, just so you guys kind of have an idea where we're at. So we're on round number 2. Lisa is now playing against Brad. They're on the main TV table. And Roland is going to be playing against Darwin on TV table number 2, which right now is not on there because they're not playing, so I took it off. They're on a wait. I think they're waiting for the player to come back. A little bit too far with the cue ball. She's going to end up in a weird spot here. She doesn't really have a shot. I think she can see some of the 13 ball, but not enough to be able to make it. And I'm not sure if we want to take a swerve shot or a masse around here because the 8-ball's in the path, right? So I'll have to kind of figure this out. It's likely going to end up being a kick shot on the 15 or the 14. But she does, I feel like she does have something on that 14 and 13. The 14 doesn't really go, but you can at least hit the 13 ball for a safety. She's taking a look to see if the 14 does go. From my camera angle, it looks like it doesn't, but she's aiming for it. She's calling it, so maybe it does. From here, it just looks like the foul ball's in the way, but, you know, it's deceiving the camera angle. This would be a nice shot she can make, as she'll automatically come up to the top of the table to set up for the 12 ball or the 13. Oh, wow, what a shot. Man, that was a masterful shot right there. The stroke and everything, the delivery on the shot was top notch, man. What a shot. Bring up our second table now because these guys are playing. They got a messy table over there, so they're going to be grinding it out for a little bit. But that was an incredible shot. Let's take a look at it. She's got to figure things out here anyway. This is a nice cut, man. I mean, it looked like it was tight, like it didn't even go, but you can see like it was just enough room to get by, and she hit that right on the heart. Beautiful delivery on that shot. Is that John Fleury? I have no idea, man. These guys I don't really know well, so I'm just kind of getting to know them here. Oh, she didn't really have many options, so she just tried to play smart. And it looks like he's going to have to do the same thing here. If anything, you're just trying to grace off this 5 and try to get that cue well behind that 1 ball and 6. But I don't know if that's there. He should be able to spin off the rail and into the 1 anyway. But yeah, that would work. That's going to give her a chance at a jump shot if she has a jumper. She's willing to go for the jump. I feel like that 10 ball's in the way for the jump, but I don't know. We'll see. If it is, then that's what she's going to go for. And if it is, then she's got to figure out something different. The other thing she's got to look at to see if she can see anything on any of these stripes, both the 14 or the 13. Because if she can see something, you can just play a simple safety off this. Well, not a simple one, but, you know, a safety anyway. It looks like that 5 and 1 are pretty tight together, though. I don't know if she's got the room for it. She's looking through that window, though. It looks like she's got a peek at something. She's calling a bank corner on one of these 3 balls, but I'm assuming it's going to be that 14 ball because that's the one that it seems like she can see. And it also looks like it has the path to be able to make the bank corner on it. Oh, nice attempt. We'll come up short, though. Burns is going to get a turn on this table now. Got a good starting point. You still have to figure things out on this table. He's got the 3 solids kind of sitting next to each other, and one of those 3 is no problem to get to. The second one might be more of a challenge, and if it is, then you have to break it out, and that's going to change the pattern a little bit. So we'll see how he deals with this, but I feel like he should be making the shot that he's making now and then draw over to the middle so he can take care of that 3 ball. I wouldn't mind breaking out that 5 and 6 anyway, but, you know, maybe he's going to keep them together. I just personally, I don't mind it. I feel like it's a good option to break them out. But the way I would break them out is I wouldn't break into the 1. I would go into the rail and then off the rail back into the 1 that way, because then I got a guaranteed follow-up shot. The way he's set up here, I'm not sure that's going to work for him. And if you go left-hand draw, like the 7 o'clock draw that you would put on here normally, you have to hit it with a lot of power. That 1 ball is going to become sort of a blocker for you, though, so you got to be careful on how you hit that. Oh, he made the shot to the corner. He's got great position here on the 5 ball, but we'll still have to break out this 1 and 6 somehow, or get behind them and find a pocket for either one of them. Does he have the 1? He's aiming for the 1, so that would solve everything there if he's got the 1. I mean, I should know that he does because it's a valley table, so a little bit more forgiving, but I play like a player that's on a diamond table all the time because that's all I really play on nowadays. Well, lately I don't really play on anything really, but whenever I have, it's always been on the diamond. Love the diamond tables, man. That's a nice shot. Love the diamond tables for sure. But, you know, I really, really enjoyed playing on the Predator tables also when I was out in Red Deer. I don't know which one's better, you know. And I'm being honest because, I mean, we represent Predator. We're Predator, right? So we're supposed to be like Predator everything. But I've never been that kind of guy. You know, I've always kept my honest opinion with people. And I never support something I don't believe in. And I know that when it comes to 9-foot pool, Predator without a doubt. I take that for sure because there's something about Predator, the way they build the tables. It's an addicting table, man. It's you want to be on there and play all the time. 10-3, so that's 31. Yeah, 31 to 41. And with the diamond tables, like I don't feel like there's ever a time where I'm like, you know what, I'm done. I had enough of this table. I don't ever feel like that. I didn't feel like that with Predator either. One thing I can tell you though is that the reason I give Predator the edge is, for example, I went to go play a rack of 9-ball on the 9-foot. I ended up being up for 3 extra hours that night, and I just played pool like crazy on the 9-footer. Because it was so addicting, the sound, the play, the way it plays on the table, man. It makes you want to just stay on there and play, right? There's something about the Predator table that just makes you become more addicted to the game. And then I went and played on the 7-foot, and on day one, the 7-foot were like sliding all over the place, so it was a little bit tougher to get along with them. On day 3, they kind of calmed down a little bit more, and they were a little bit more flexible. By day 2, I was running tables. But, you know, I was still having a hard time catching the speed on the cloth. By day 3, I was able to run way more tables. I got way more used to the table, and I really enjoyed playing on a Predator. Now, I play on a diamond all the time, like I say, because I'm at the hangar a lot. And when I go out there, usually that's all I do is play on their tables when I'm not working. Sometimes even when I'm working. And I like the diamond tables. But with the diamond table, after so many hours, okay, I'm done. You know, so there's something there with Predator, and I'm not sure if it has a lot to do with how silent, how quiet they are when you're playing. I know that the 9-footer, what really had me addicted to the 9-footer was the drop pocket sound that they have. It is a sound that it's hard to describe, but I'll put it to you this way. The first time you hear somebody shoot a ball on a 9-foot Predator table, listen to it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll be like, oh my God, that's what he's talking about. You know? It's such an addicting sound when you make the ball on that table that it makes you want to just keep shooting and not miss, because when you miss, you get upset that you don't hear the sound. So it actually draws you to want to be a better player, which tables don't usually do that, right? But I felt that connection with Predator tables out there in Red Deer. Here comes a sales pitch. And if you want a Predator table, no, I'm just kidding. I ain't going to do that. But if you do, you know, let me know. I'll help you out. If you want a diamond table, I could probably help you out with that too. So don't be shy. If there's anything I can do for you when it comes to pool products or equipment, let me know and I'll help you out. But I'm not knocking down Diamond. I'm not knocking down Predator. I think both tables are great. They're really great competitive tables. Trying to think, like if I had the money to buy one or the other, which one would I buy? The player from last year would have said, I want to buy the Diamond. The player from this year tells me I want to buy the Predator. My wife was probably saying, you ain't buying a table. We're buying a big screen TV and a used vehicle for you to get to work. See, what she doesn't understand is that if I get a pool table at home, I am at work. I save lots of money there. I'll just be at work the whole time. I like to get another table. I had a valley table that I rented over the first period of COVID there, and it was fun. I like playing on the diamonds and on the Predator, but I grew up playing on the valley tables, so I understand the valley tables really well. And valley tables are a thing, right? Like one thing they talk about is you can cheat the pocket a lot, and people kind of get grossed out with how much you can cheat the pocket at times. But you have to understand that's an ability that you don't always get, so it actually becomes a skill. And when you cheat the pockets intentionally to play shape, you gotta love the way these tables play, man, because they give you something that you normally can't get on other tables. And then now, like they have these nice rails that they put on their tables now, and their tables, the way the rails respond, are pretty competitive with the way Diamond is. I mean, Diamond's a little bit more springy for sure, but you can't really tell much of the difference with the new bumpers that they put on these tables on the Valley table. But I don't really play on Valley tables no more, and I think a lot of that's because usually I only do work out of the hangar, and when I go do events other places, I don't really have the time to shoot anyway. So my kids loved it though. When I had that Valley at home, they were playing a lot. I was already having dreams of having a professional pool player or two at home, maybe some world champions too, right? I was living the dream through my kids, and then I gave back the table because I couldn't play no more, and they stopped playing. Yeah, and I missed out what happened on the other table on the right, so I gotta find out what the score is now. I have 41-31. I'm gonna go find out. I'll be right back. I get caught up on my passion, man. I lose myself. I'll be right back. Forty-one to 47, and I can't remember who was ahead, but I gotta go look again. I think it was 41, 47. That's the way it's gonna be because Balls Deep were ahead by a little bit. So it was only one game that I missed, and that could have been the difference right there, like a 10-1 or something like that, or 10. I guess that would have been a 10-5. Playing safety. They're in a bit of a grind out match. And it's the right thing to do here because you don't want to really open up the table for your opponent. And in every game that you play in, when it comes to team play, the games matter more and more after the first round, and they're now in the second round. So these games are starting to have a little bit more meaning to them. We got a good safety. It looks like he's left the shot on the 9-ball though. It was almost perfect. Almost put her in a bad spot. She's got an escape here. She might just go for another safety here. I don't really blame her for it. I mean, it's if you can go off the top rail and bump this 11-ball just slightly over to the left, you might be able to open up that pocket for yourself. I don't think she's gonna make the 9, but she might just play a safety off of it. Oh, she made it. Crazy. I didn't think she would because there's like that 11-ball. How do you break out that 11-ball? The 9-ball is probably the only ball that can get you that ball opened up. Now, for her to be able to get this, she's gonna have to go 3 rails, and the angle's not quite there. 3 rail angle is actually gonna take her towards that 5-ball, which is not gonna work. She doesn't say anything, so she's gonna play a safety here. You know, the only problem with making that 9 ball and then playing a safety is now you have one less ball to break out to use for a breakout. And it takes away opportunities from you. But she's made her second ball now, so she's kind of left everything in the hands of her opponent. All he's really got to do here is just hit one of these balls and freeze up to the rail, and he's good. Oh, but that's going to open things up a little bit, and oh, he's lucky, man. I mean, this is going to give her a kick safety for sure, but that got pretty close to leaving that ball wide open for her. Got a couple of comments. I got to go back and check them out. David Schneider says, I'm waiting for you to stream some CFL games, man. Well, that's, I think maybe I can kind of pull it up, but I don't really watch a lot of football, man. I used to watch a lot of the NFL. I've never really been big on CFL. I don't know why. And honestly, I never really followed a team like throughout the whole season when it comes to NFL either. Usually NFL, I'll watch that when it's playoff season, right? I like seeing the best teams play, and I'm kind of like that when it comes to like other sports like basketball and baseball. I won't really watch those, but if there's a playoff game, I'll pay attention. Maggie McGrath, how you doing? Says, thanks for the stream. Thanks for the great stream, Rod. I appreciate that. You're very welcome. Aaron Campbell says, yeah, it's really cold on that other side. It was pretty cold on my side where I was at, but the only reason why it was cold is because, you know, there's exit doors there that take you to the parking lot, and I guess people were like just opening the doors, going in and out, and, you know, that cold breeze was coming through. Is it going to scratch? Oh, no, it's going to slow down just in time. CFL games. One thing I'll tell you, though, is I ain't afraid to take a chance, man. And if I fail, I fail. It is what it is, man. I'm not worried about it. But usually the way it works for me is if I fail at something, I'll just try to learn it, right? Pay more attention. I'm one of those people that's kind of smart. When I grew up, I was like an A honor student, you know, between 90 and 98% average in most of my classes. And I don't know, I just got bored of school, man. That's why I didn't follow up with university. Plus, I didn't really know what I wanted to be, which is kind of good because I went through like 10 different careers in that time that I didn't go to school. Playing a safety will hit the 8 ball. It's going to be a ball in hand. I'm likely gonna stop the stream after this match. I have to go order some food. I'm getting a little hungry now. I did an emergency food purchase earlier, and I went and bought some pizza slices from one of the stands up there. But I can't really eat bad food like that, especially white dough, right? White breads, being diabetic. So I kind of nibbled that in and threw it all away, man. Now I'm hungry. And these blackberries are getting boring. I ate so many blackberries today that I don't think I'm going to eat blackberries for the rest of the year. Dads came by in the morning. She's like, oh, you eat super healthy. I was like, no, it's all I got for food. And I stretched it out all day, man. They were frozen overnight, so it's kind of nice. Frozen berries, man. Now they're thawed out and soggy. Not very good. I don't think she can hit this straight without fouling, but she's looking at it like she can. Just waiting for her opponent to acknowledge what she's about to call. And he's getting the ref. Got to get the right point of view here. Oh, she was able to hit it. And she almost cut it to the side, too. Just missed the shot. It's so deceiving, the camera angle, man. To me, it looked like it was going to be near impossible for her to hit it because she's going to hit a solid first, but she was able to hit it. Yeah, you got to recognize the patterns when they're in front of you, right? Like right now, he's looking at this 5 ball, but he should be looking at that 1 ball because the 5 ball and the 6 should be the finish ball. If he takes the 5 ball right now, that would change the pattern completely, and he would have to adjust from there. It looks like he recognized this, so he stopped himself from doing so. Playing shape for that 3 ball, other to the corner, to the side, he ends on that 50-50 mark. And now this is the thing, is because he's trying to get shape for the 5 and the 6, he actually has to make this to the side pocket so he can drop the bottom rail and back to the left side of the table, set up for the 6 or 5. So they call it. The thing about pool is if you make the wrong choices, it kind of forces you into situations, right? And this is what happened to him here. He's kind of forced into a situation. But he's going to make good on it, and he's going to just get a little bit too far for the position on the 5. He's calling a safety. She's going to take a look to see if it's frozen to the rail. If it's off the rail, it's off the rail. So he'll have a chance just to do a quick safety here. What I like doing if I'm him, I like banking this ball out completely. He's left her a peek at the 11. I like banking that ball out completely because then, you know, you have the 5 as a blocker. You get the 6 ball open at a different spot. You're forcing your opponent to basically hit the ball at that point. And if he misses, it gives you a ball in hand. Well, you're going to have the finish. I feel like she has enough to make it. Well, she didn't make it, but she hit it. So that's good. Unfortunately for her, though, that's going to give an opportunity here for Johnny to be able to work this table out. Options are either the 6 or the 5. They both go in. He went up there to take a look to see whether or not he could just follow this through for the 5 ball, and that's what he's going to choose to do. Didn't come off far enough, but the shot is still makeable. Not a problem, not a threat. Shape for the 8 ball, you know, is going to be important here. If he wants to get the finish, it looks like he's got the finish here. Oh, he's going to miss it. He goes to the side. I thought he was going to try to go to the corner there. I was wondering about his shape, but he was trying to go to the side. Dustin Bones says, is that Kesey Cohen's finest Bradley Burns? Yes, that's Bradley Burns. I haven't seen him play in a long time, man, but it's nice to see him out. He's just a good guy altogether. I don't think anybody could ever say anything bad about him. And if anybody did say something bad about him around me, I wouldn't believe it. He's a good guy. Oh, she's going to miss the 8 ball. She can't believe she missed it. Oh, chance here for Team Regina to be able to win this game. They're down by 6 right now. 10-6 win will bring them within 2. Watch that cue ball. Watch that cue ball. Ooh. Danger. Danger. Team Regina, 51. Balls deep, 53. 2-game difference in the matchup. Jenny Baptiste, how you doing? Callie Dirksen, what's up, man? Brian Shursky, welcome to the stream. Brian Shursky says, Q Sports International camera lady has beautiful bangs. Q Sport International's camera lady. I'm trying to think who that is. I'm not sure who that is. What's her name, Brian? Leon Trudeau, how you doing? Raynan Salcedo, welcome to the stream. Fabian Iron Eagle, what's up, man? How you doing? Samantha Jane, Baby Che, welcome. Randy Brown, Carmel Pool, welcome to the stream. Steve Areno, what's happening, man? Serena Copenis, how you doing? You got to come out and play one of these events, Serena. Every year they have these events, and it'd be nice to see you out here playing in one of these events. Each Watts McAdam, Tony McDonald, welcome to the stream. Mr. Bart Williams and Daniel Wilson, how you guys doing? Smash and break on table number 1, but I don't think he got any friends on this one. He lost the cue ball. We have Leonard and John playing on table number 2. Leonard's at the table right now trying to figure things out. I think John's only on the 8 ball right now. I guess I'll put that up there for you guys to see. Looks like they're calling a ref on that table. This is a nice table here on table number 1. A lot of great opportunity on it. But you're too late. You give love a bad name. A little bit too far back. No, he's still okay on the 1 ball. Either way, he's got lots of options here, so it's a little difficult to get into trouble. But you know, you overlook something every now and then, you might find trouble anyway. You've got to be careful. This team is down by 2 right now. This rack here could help them get ahead. And I believe let's take a look where we are here on the draw, on the sheet. Let's see. So we got Leonard and John playing. That's the end. So table number 2 is the end of the 2nd round. This main TV table is the beginning of the 3rd round. Only 4 rounds of play, so there's 7 games remaining after these 2. I'm starting to sound a little bit more mellow, man, as I'm starting to wear down a little bit. Exhausted. And I got to do some stream setups for tomorrow still, so I'm going to have a bit of a late night no matter what tonight. I have to apologize because we missed all the finals from the singles. And usually when I stream pool, like we never miss any of that stuff. This is the first time that it happened, but it was because I had to go stream, you know, hockey matches. And then I ended up streaming instead of 1, I streamed 2. And when I streamed the 2nd one, that made me miss out all the finals here. But we wouldn't have been able to watch all the finals anyway because they had 2 finals starting at the same time. And the 3rd one was only a half hour later. So we only would have been able to catch 1 of the 3 anyways, but I feel a little bit bad for the pool players, you know, because you guys like to see who the best of the best is at the end of the day, and we missed out on that. Oh, and I missed what happened on the other table. I'm going to go back and take a look now. Okay, John made the 8 ball. It was a 10-4 win. $55-63. Balls deep in the lead by 8. A chance to be able to get a little bit further here on our main TV table through Bradley Burns. Always a great player, always a great competitor, and he makes a difference every time he plays on any team. Gonna lose the cue ball there, though. Oh, no, he's not. He's gonna go off the two horns and stay up. Is that a blessing or not? I guess we'll see. If he's got a shot, it's a blessing. If he doesn't, might be the worst thing that could have happened to him on this rack, because this is a wide open table if he turns the table over. Now you can see here that he can at least see the 11 ball for sure. Don't think there's a bank for that or a cut on that one. I'm wondering whether he can see that 9. Because he's deep in the pocket, I don't think you can see that 10 ball or 12 ball that's sitting on the bottom rail, but I feel like you can see the 9 enough to cut it. But he could be maybe right on point for this 10 or 12. Yeah, you can see it. Hard to tell from my camera angle, like I said. Sometimes I'll see it good, but this time I didn't. Looking at his trouble area, trying to address it right now. I mean, the shot on the 13 ball should be there. It looks like it is, but problem here is that if he makes that shot, you know, he's going to have to do an escape shot on the 11 ball next. Unless he ends up getting a little bit of a lucky rub here on this 15 ball and pushes it up past this 2 ball on the top rail. Then he can maybe set up for that 15 ball next. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's trying to do. Control the cue ball really well and got that 15 ball up on top to get past that 2. Oh, sorry, that's the 4. I don't know how I see a blue color from there when it's clearly purple when I look at it through my own eyes, but on the camera, it looks like it's a 2 ball. And that was a great shot that he made there to open up that ball. Just 2 balls in the 8 ball remaining on this rack. It's getting down to the end of the rack now, so you need a quick reset, just to kind of refocus. Yeah, I like this. He's walking around now. Sometimes you don't really have to do that. You can just kind of reset on your own, but I always believe that it's better just to kind of walk around and reset a little bit. Oh. I think he was kind of hoping to run into that 8 ball, and he just missed it, and now he's hooked behind the 8 ball. I gotta start writing down my dates, man. I'm starting to fill up for my dates, and I don't want to have any crossovers. I need to hire an assistant, and I need to hire somebody that can do the paperwork stuff for them. Good attempt. He's going to miss it. It'll be a ball in hand. This is the problem with this table, is that if he missed or he got into any trouble, it was a pretty wide open table. We'll see if he steers away from the path, but he should be taking that 4 ball. Sometimes people get tempted because you see the shots at the bottom, you feel like, well, I can just come back to that ball, right? But should be taking that 4 ball here. I'm not sure about the shape that he just chose, though. Maybe he wasn't trying to get as far. Maybe he was trying to set up for the bottom right corner on the 7 ball. That option is no longer there unless you're going to take a difficult cut, so we're now looking at a combination unless that 7 gets past that 2 ball. I don't think it does. We'll see. My judgment's been a little bit off on this table because of the camera angle, so I might be off here again. But I feel like all he's got left here is a combo. And I won't know. He missed that shot, so I don't know. Maybe it was just enough to get by, and he just missed the shot. So Johnny from Team Regina will win his match or his rack with 10-1 score. We got a battle here, guys. 65-64 is the score I got. He didn't mean to make that ball, but he did, and that's an extra point for Team Regina. As long as he makes his 8-ball, though, it won't really matter because he still gets a 4-point difference on the rack. A 4-point difference, though, will put him 3 ahead, and he's done good for his team there. 10-6. So I have 74, 71. I'm going to go confirm just in case, you know, because sometimes I miss some racks or some points, but and usually I go by whatever their score sheet says. So if their score sheet is different than mine, I have to honor their points. I don't go by what I have because, you know, though I do pay attention, sometimes, like I said, it does slip. I'll be right back. I was off by 1. 75.
Thank you.
Hi, Lisa. I love that back cut on that 14, by the way. On the first rack that you played, when you did that back cut on the 14, that was beautiful. There was like no room. Yeah. I know, it's kind of weird, right? And then some of the other ones are a little bit slower, so it makes it hard for you to adapt. Just complimenting Lisa McNabb on her beautiful back cut on the 14 that she made a little earlier. Dry break on her table, so she's going to get a chance to play on this one. We have Leonard on table number 2. So Team Regina, both players at the table right now. Now I don't mind the 16-game format. I actually enjoy it a lot, but I prefer to have a 20-game format or 25-game format, just to have that extra round, right? And the reason why I like it is because on the last round, usually they alternate breaks, and that's the way it kind of goes. So then one team will get a break, the other team will get a break, and then so that's like the biggest grind out round ever. And I love watching the competition when it gets down to that round. Let me go over here to YouTube real quick because I haven't said hi to anybody over there, and I'm sorry, guys. I try not to neglect anyone, but I have. Oh, look at that, Val Henderson there. Val, how come you're not playing in this tournament? Lighthouse Society says, nice out, Shadow. That was a little while ago. Valerie Henderson says, way to go, Des. That was a little while ago as well. Oh, and I was talking about the cue ball earlier too, and I never got a chance to finish that. So we're going to review the cue ball maybe after this match before I end the stream. Or if there's a gap in between where, we're waiting for a player like we were a little bit earlier, it'll be a good time for me to do so. Not that you guys really need to know much about the cue ball. Some of you guys are probably, right up there, great players. But there's a few of us out there that need a pointer or two, and I'll try to give you guys some pointers today. Good shot to the corner. One of the things about Lisa McNabb's style of play is that she's really smooth and fluid at the table. She never rushes. She doesn't really hesitate. You know, she knows what she's doing most of the times, and she's usually playing the right patterns. But most importantly, I just love the way that she delivers the shots. Never extra, just the right amount. Like that, seeing like the perfect amount of contact to be able to open up that 13 ball like she did. And the delivery was so perfect that she was able to set up for the 13 ball as well. Got to figure out the finish now, though. Pockets are very limited here for that 14 ball. And now when she makes this 13 ball, she's automatically going to go off the top table and then come back around that 8 ball. So she's got to be careful how she chooses to do this. She needs to find a shot on her first ball. But ideally, she would like to find a shot where she can make shape for the 8 ball next as well. So the perfect shot to creep just around the 8 ball here will give her that setup. Anything further than that, then she's going to have to 4-stroke the shot to be able to get back up for the 8. Trying to get past. I thought she was going to try to set up for the bottom left corner, but she's trying to get for the side pocket. And I think she's got it. The only problem here, though, is that she's right on the 5 ball, so it'll be a little bit tougher for her to be able to like cue into the shot, to be able to kind of stun it or draw back a little bit here. And if she goes through, like forward, it's not going to help her get shape on the 8 ball because she's got that 1 ball and 6 ball as blockers on the path. She tried to draw it back, and oh, look at that. Nice shot. I'll take it all back, Lisa. Nice shot. Just so smooth and consistent at the table, man. Always competitive, you know? You can always appreciate a good player like that.
DAKOTA Nation, up on table 3 and 4. 3 and 4.
Like anytime there's a tournament anywhere, and it's like, you know, you have to have a female player in the team, I'm pretty sure Lisa McNabb gets the first phone call from everyone. Oh, a little bit of a struggler there, but he'll run out that table, and what a run out it was. A nice, nice, nice finish. Wow. 10-0 makes it 81-75. Team Regina in the lead by 6. Leonard at the table on table number 2 is from Team Regina. He's trying to get his team a little bit further ahead. Crucial point of the game here because we're getting at the end of the 3rd round and starting the 4th round right away. And every point's going to start mattering a little bit more. Every run out's going to be a bigger difference. The pressure is going to build up and build up as we go along through the racks here. With a 6-point difference, you know, it's starting to look like it might come down to the last game. The Capo family are here too. They're playing in the singles and now they're playing in the teams. It's nice to see them out here. I think they're a great family. I didn't really know them too well. I've known like Hadar for a little while, but I didn't really know him personally, but I know who he is and what he's done so far. But I didn't know him really well, but I've got a chance to meet Cameo, his dad, and wow, what a guy he is. Incredible person. Great trainer too. I mean, he taught these kids how to play, and all of them are competitive players. But they're in the building. They're playing. Mike McKinney from Swan Lake is in today to play in the team event as well. Dryden Gage is playing in the team event today. He wasn't playing in the singles yesterday because he was helping out with, I think he's a volleyball, basketball coordinator. He was out there putting in time, working the events. Today is play day for him. He gets a chance to enjoy himself when he's playing in the team event. All right, so we got a showdown between Johnny and Bradley Burns here on table number 1. 6-point difference. A big break here can help out Team Regina if they have something to shoot at to follow up with it. Oh, and he's going to make the 6 off the break, and look at this little spread. Oh, actually, originally it looked like it was going to be really good, but now that we're looking at it from this point of view, it looks a little messier, right? There's a little bit more room for some issues here. But when I'm looking at this, I don't know what I would take. I feel like the stripes are just way too complicated, but one shot can change all that. The starting shot can change all that. You can just take the 9-ball with a nice punch draw, and you can get into that 14 and try to change things up on the top of the table. But no guarantee that the result's going to be what you're looking for, so I'm not sure you take that on. Other than that, you're looking at, with this position that he's got, maybe low ball. And if he's got the shot on the 7-ball, which is tied up in the top right corner, just above the 7-ball, then, he can maybe get a good start on the solids. But if he doesn't have that, that's going to be his main area of concern. The 7, the 2, the 3, and the 5, those are all in bad spots right now. Oh, that's not the 5, that's the 13, sorry. Jesus. This is not, I'm tired, right? So there's some things that, yes, I'll take the blame for me being tired, but there's a lot of things here that no, it's just me just not seeing it. I confess up. Fabian Iron Eagle says, nice out, Lisa McNabb. Yeah, that was a beautiful run out, man. I love the way she plays, honestly. It's not like just her, though. It's any player that's a great player. When you watch a great player play, the way they play the game and they stroke through the shots, it's mesmerizing to watch and to appreciate, right? And I appreciate everyone that comes out and plays on the stream. I enjoy watching these guys play. Lisa is definitely up there and one of my favorites to watch. Every time she plays on the stream, she's always been a good competitor. Richard Daigle wants to know if this is a 4v4 4-round format. Correct. It is 4 versus 4 16-game format, so 4 rounds. Brian Dyson, how you doing? Zach Cody, welcome to the stream. Mark Hartranft, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Oh, and I forgot I wanted to share this on to the other page because people were like, oh, I didn't know you guys were streaming pool too. And that's only because it wasn't shared on the Dakota Nation Winterfest page before, but it's shared on there now, so people know that's going on. Sorry, I just have to share this real quick. I want to make sure that other people from Dakota Nation or from surrounding communities get a chance to watch the stream for a pool as well. Good, Rod. Thanks, says Mark. Right on, man. How's your weekend going so far? Mark Harntraff also wants to know, how is the score kept in this format? So basically, when you play BCA, for example, it usually goes by wins. So if this was a team event, it would be strictly based on wins if it was BCA. And usually it's like whoever wins the race to 11 or race to 13 first, right? That's the way it kind of goes. But this is VNEA rules. So VNEA rules, which is Valley National APOL Association, they have a 10-point per game system. So it's 1 point per ball for the 7 balls, and you get 3 points for the 8 ball, making it 10-point total. So that's how they mark the scores. It's by 10 points at a time. The format is 16 game format, so there's 4 rounds, 4 players. So each player will get to play one player once on each round, and then they'll rotate. The home side stays the same lineup. The visiting side rotates the lineup because it's just something that they've always implemented in pool to kind of make sure that everybody's playing somebody different and not playing the same people over again, right? So that's how they kind of do it. It goes by point system. Now, another thing about this tournament that you should know now that you're watching the team event is when a match is mathematically impossible for another team to catch up, the game is automatically over. Because of the layout that he's got on this table, he can actually power through this if he wanted to. But I was going to say it's something that he usually doesn't do. I've never really, I can't recall many times where, you know, Brad was in a position where you have to like hammer a ball with lots of power to be able to make the shot or to break out something. Usually he's pretty calm and you know, he's got good focus, delivery is nice and smooth. And he just lets the cue ball do the work, which is, you know, the way it should be done. That on its own allows him to play a nice clean game, which as you guys can see so far, he's got a pretty nice clean game. Wasn't having that many issues with the signal yesterday, but I've been having a little bit of issues with the signal today. It's been dipping on me. It's not so bad as hockey. When I was streaming hockey, there was a lot of lag, but I was using like the absolutely 100% general public free Wi-Fi, and so everybody in the city has that Wi-Fi connection. But down here, it's a separate connection, which is done for the people that have events. And, I don't know. It's acting up. Yesterday, it didn't really act up too much. It did at the beginning, but eventually it calmed itself down, and now it's spiking. Right. I'm hoping it's not causing any lag, and it's the kind of, you know, making you guys get a little frustrated with the way the quality is going right now. From my phone, I can look. It looks like it's fine. But I don't know. Maybe some of you guys are experiencing some lag because of it. Shot on the side on the 8 is good. Ball's deep, 10-5. $85, $86, or $86, $85, whichever way you want to look at it. It's a 1-point difference. And we're getting into the last round now, so this is the moment of truth where the great players shine and the ones that are so-called underdogs create some big surprise wins. It's the moment where everybody in the team steps up together, or, you know, they battle their way into a loss. And I say that respectfully because that means that they did everything they could, but they ended up losing. Sometimes that's the way it goes in pool. You do everything right, you put every effort in, and you still come up short. It's probably the cruelest thing about the game, but it's one of the things that, you know, motivates us to keep going and playing better in the future. And the thrill of the competition. I don't think they're down to the last racks. They shouldn't be. So they have to have more matches going. I'm just waiting for them to come over here to get that match going. Maybe, let's see. Oh, they're coming up right now. Okay, I was going to switch TV table to the TV table number 2, but they're coming up right now, so we'll just let it be the way it is. This is going to be the last stream before I break off for food break. Bank shot on table number 2. What a shot that was, man. Wow. Leonard with a massive shot for a 10-1 win. Team Regina starting to get a little closer to the win here. 96-86 is the score, a 10-point difference. We're getting down to the last 2 racks now, this one and one more.
Next team up are Team Rules and the red areas. They will win. They will win.
It's got a nice little table in front of him here. Just trying to work out the puzzle. Arlene Mann, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So let's take a look here where we're at in this tournament or in this matchup. Let's see. So Leonard playing against Justin. And John is playing against Darwin. So this is the last match on the left side, I believe. Yeah, this is the last match right here on the main TV table. The second last match is on the right. I think there was a guy that was behind. I think that was Leonard that was behind. So he came in a little bit late. Let me see. Leonard. Unless he's playing Laura. No, because that's the last match he just played was against Laura. So yeah, this is the last 2 games of the match. He's looking really good here. Got to make the 15 come across for the 13. The only thing that's going to get a little bit tricky is because he's got a small window here. Not really small window, but a weird angle window here between that 6 and the 8 for the 15. Or that 12, sorry. He needs a big bounce because the idea there for that shot was to be able to either set up for that ball to get it out of the way and drop back for that 13, or to make the 13 ball with some right hand draw to be able to come off for the perfect shape and the finish. Now, because he doesn't have that shot up there on the 12, he's going to have to take the shot on the 13 ball. So Justin on table 2 right now. He's trying to get his team back in it. They're down by 10 with 2 games left. So, you know, they're looking at 11-point difference. If Team Regina can score 11 points between the 2 teams or the 2 players, they will win this match. And right now, Darwin's got a chance to be able to get a nice win here for a 10-1 win, which is going to be huge if he can do it. But he's got to make a nice jump shot for it if he wants to get it. Justin is trying to work the magic on table number 2, but he's running into a little bit of trouble up there, so that one's going to get into a bit of a grind out battle. Kids are going nuts around here. You can just hear them all getting crazy. Cotton Candy's got them all wired up right now. This will be a big shot if he can make it. Oh, and he's going to jump off the table, man. He made it over that 5, which I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get that hop over, but he did. And then he lost the cue ball. It jumps off the table. An incredible turn of events here. That was a great opportunity for his team to get up another 6 points to get closer to the win. But now that he's turned the table over with a ball in hand. Balls Deep is going to get a chance to be able to at least get this game under the belt and then leave everything onto Justin's shoulders to be able to finish on table number 2. That 3 and the 5 had to either be broken up or dealt with right away. So that's where his focus should be. What he's looking at also is a 6 ball. It's kind of in a weird spot. So what I would do is I'll take the 6 with a bit of an angle to the bottom left corner and then use the angle to break into that 3 and 5. From there, you'll have that 7 ball as a follow-up shot, or if you get something on that 3 or 5, then you got that as well. It kind of solves 2 problems at once, right? Well, he's not going to do it. So I guess he's looking at, this ball goes to the corner, so I don't really have to break it out. That's kind of the way he's looking at it. I was thinking, you just break it out here, and then you have everything kind of open, and you just have to play a pattern. Taking a look to see. Shot to the corner is good. Just trying to set up there for the 5 if he could, and he's not going to get it. So now he's got to take a look at the table and figure out how he's going to solve this puzzle now. I mean, the 5 and the 3 both have a pocket. They don't necessarily have to be broken out, but shape is going to be key. I like what he's looking at here, because if he takes that 2 ball on, he's got a nice natural tangent line to come off the top rail back down the middle of the table to open up that 3 and 5. It's also going to give him the shot on the 7 ball for a follow-up. I actually like that better than anything else, but he's changed his mind and he's going to take on the 7 ball instead. As long as he makes either the 5 or the 3, then he's got the table, right? That's all he's got to find is just one of those 2 shots. Which, the way I'm looking at this table, I feel like the 3 ball is going to be the one that he's going to have available. Hard to tell from my angle, though. I mean, maybe that 3 ball is not ahead. Maybe the 5 ball's ahead. And if that's the case, the 5 ball will be the shot that you go for then. Yeah, he just kept it simple here. He's going to split these babies up and hoping for the best result, meaning making the shot and getting something to follow up on the 5, or follow up with on the 5. Kind of interesting that originally when this match kind of started, I said, well, I would take the ball in hand here and try to open up that 5 and 3 right off the hop. And now this table has come down to those 2 balls, which are still sitting in the same spot. Gonna miss it. I think he was kind of thinking about the shape on the 5 a little bit more. He's gonna come up short. So it looks like Darwin from Team Regina will get his chance here to be able to close out the match now. All he's got to do is make the shot to the corner, and then it looks like the 8 ball goes to the side. Well, I guess you don't travel to another province to go play pool and lose, right? So he came over here to represent Team Regina, and they're doing a good job so far. He's calling to the corner. I guess it doesn't go to the side. This can clip off the horn of the side pocket. He's got to be careful with this one. Came off the rail. He'll come up short. Giving Balls Deep another life on this table. Justin from Balls Deep on the other table right now. He has a chance to be able to win 10-2, but he's going to turn the table over to Leonard, and he'll get a chance on that table now. Oh, he's done good to get to the 8 ball on this table. Looks like the shot's available. He'll make it to the side pocket. We'll win that game with a score of 10-6. 96 to 102. That brings us down to the last game here. These guys are in a battle. So a 6-point difference right now means I believe this match is over. As far as I know, mathematically, it's impossible for these guys to catch up. Oh, wait, there is another match. Now, when they started this match, remember there was a big delay at the beginning of this match? That's because they were waiting for a couple of players that were playing in the singles tournament to finish. And I think that's what kind of moved things to where it is now. Lisa McNabb is going to be playing next. I have to go over there and confirm the scores because I thought the match was going to be over here, but I have to go confirm the scores to make sure that I have the right score. So I got 112 to 6. 102. A 10-point difference. Now I'm going to go over there and make sure that I'm right, but I think I'm wrong. I see them waving their hands like the match is over over there. They're still allowing this match to go on, so I'll be right back. It's over? Yeah, they're saying it's over. It's a 10-point difference, so the only way that they can win is it's got to be an 11-point difference. That's what I'm thinking. I got to be wrong on the score. Because if it was a 10-point difference, they would still play the break, right? Because if she comes up dry, they can win with a 10-0 and play it over. So it's got to be a 12-point difference or 11-point difference. And Team Regina will move on in that match. Balls Deep will go to the B side. They're going to have to survive over there now. All right, and that's going to be it for this stream. I had to break off, man. I need to go get some grub, a quick break. I haven't had a break all day yet, so I would like to take one while I can. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Let's take a look at the last highlight before we get any further. It was a nice little cut here. I like the way this guy plays too, man. He's really smooth on the stroke. Nothing special though. Still looking for the highlight of the day. I didn't find a highlight of the day yesterday. So far, not getting a highlight of the day today. Though I did have a highlight of the day for hockey, and that was a beautiful goal. I'm gonna show you guys that tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna string together a couple of the shots that I got from the hockey game for replays. I'll string them together, put them on a little reel so you guys can check out those highlights for tomorrow. I'll put it on the hockey stream so people can enjoy it there instead. All right. So on that note, time for me to do a quick closeout. If you're looking for any Predator products, let us know at QSportsLiveInternationalPoolLeague.com or CSLIPL.com. These are some of the products you can buy right now, and let me know if there's anything you're looking for. You can go, like I said, on our website and order directly from there. You can order from me, or you can just ask me questions. I'll look into it for you. Whatever you're looking for, I'll do my best to help you out. Predator products are top notch. If you're looking for some of the newer products that they have, here's the Predator Aero Rack. It's a beautiful rack, man. If you never had it, you never played with it, you don't understand how good this is. Beautiful design. It plays incredible as far as how it racks. I really enjoy these ones. And if you're looking for something a little bit, more personal, like a 9-foot Apex table, let me know as well. Rod Arriagada at CSLManitoba@gmail.com. High carbon steel frame for strength and durability. 4¼ inch corner pockets and 5-inch side pockets. Great tables, man. And on that note, I guess I'll pop up the 7-footer too. Right now, we got a great deal on Predator Apex 7-footers. It's a really good deal. If you're in Canada, you're looking for some tables, it's time for you to call me because I have a whole bunch of them coming in if you're looking to buy some. If not, then I'm only going to have a few coming in because there are some people buying some. But yeah, this is the Predator Apex right now. A great deal. It's $1,000 less. They were $69.95 USD. At the moment, $59.95 USD. Temporary deal though. Not going to last forever. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. And well, let's do a little bit of jam up too. We'll do some of their shirts. Yeah, some of the shirts. So this is the jam up Predator collaboration. They have a lot of different designs, but here you get a good opportunity to see the quality of the shirts, how they look. Beautiful shirts, man. Great designs. If there's anything that you're looking for jam up apparel, let me know. You can check them out on jamupapparel.com. You can message me, Rod, at rod@jamupapparel.com. I'll put that up here for you guys real quick before I go. Here's my email, rod@jamupapparel.com. Any questions you have as far as the products, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them for you. Anything you have to ask as far as delivery times and stuff like that, I'll do my best to answer that for you. If there's something you want to order and you don't have a credit card, but you really want to order it, I can maybe help you out with that too, but you would need to send me the payment up front because I don't order things without getting the payment up front. But I'm willing to help you out. If you're living up north, in one of the northern communities and you want to order something, but it's a little bit harder for you to get it out there, let me know. You can order through me. It gets delivered at my house. I'll meet up with you in one of the Sunday tournaments or any time that you want throughout the city, throughout the week at the city, and then you can get your gear from there. But let me know if I can help you out anyway. It'll be a true pleasure to help you out. And don't forget, if you're looking for team shirts, because right now we're just around the corner for Westerns, just around the corner for playoffs for the regular season, use code CSI23 and you're going to get a special. Buy 4 shirts, get the 5th one free. It's a great deal from Jam Up. I'm telling you right now, it's a great time to go to Jam Up. They have 10% off on hats, 15% off on shirts. There's a lot of different specials that are all expiring by tomorrow. So go tonight, check it out. Don't miss out. Plus, when you first sign up to order something, you get 10% off on top of everything else that you get off. So a great opportunity for you to be able to capitalize, get some nice gear. You're never going to go wrong with it. Pool wisdom, the more you sweat and practice, the less you'll bleed in battle. Get to those tables and become the champion within. Your time is coming, but not till you get out there and you start working on it. And it's a work in progress all the time, I'm telling you, man. But what you need to understand is that as long as you're out there trying to get better, you will get better. But you have to work on it. You can't just go out there and ball bang. That's not going to get you anywhere. It's only going to get you frustrated. Trust me. I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. Become the champion within, and I'll be waiting for you here on the stream so you can give me a highlight of the day. I'm looking forward to it already. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. That's going to be it for now. I am going to take a quick break, but I am coming back, so don't worry. I will be having some more streaming for you guys. I'm not going to be gone for too long. I just need to go order. I think it'll probably take about an hour before I get all my food because they are busy. There's thousands of people around this building, so lots of people cooking and ordering food right now, and they're kind of busy. But I'm going to take my break. I'll try to be as fast as I can about it. I'll be back with the next stream shortly. It will be the team events. The singles are all done now, so all we have left is team events. And lots of great matches coming up for you guys tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. It's going to be exciting, man. You don't want to miss it. We'll have something to eat, have a smoke, whatever you need. Go grab a beer. It's Friday. No, wait, it's Saturday. I'm already lost. It's Saturday. Perfect day for having a beer or tequila, whatever that you like. I don't know. I kind of feel like having a beer right now myself, and I don't even drink. It's Saturday vibes out there, I'm telling you. I'll be back with some new streams and some great matches. Thank you for liking. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in and sharing the streams. And thank you for taking the time to comment, all those of you that did. If I didn't get back to you, I'm sorry. I try to get back to everyone, but sometimes I miss some of the comments. That's it for now. I'll be back shortly, guys. Cheers. Oh, wait. I forgot to say. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. If this is your first time watching us, CUESPORTS Live, follow us, like our page. You're going to get notified when we go live. For me, you can come and join me on YouTube. I have a channel on there, which you're going to be able to, follow or subscribe to, and then you'll get notified every time that I go live on YouTube. And there's going to be lots of things that I do on there, because it's my personal channel plus my CUESPORTS Live channel, so it's a little bit of everything, right? You're not going to want to miss out on that either. Well, maybe you will. I don't know. If you're not a pool player, it doesn't really matter to you, I guess. But if you're a pool player, you're missing out, man. Go subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.